Did you know that I made this beat? Guys, did you know that I made the song from scratch? From scratch. What's not next from scratch? This is my work. It's Pansaka. Production yaka. My production, my own production, but I never got a cent from it. If you can check, and if you can check now on Spotify, the song is sitting on like 23 point something million, 23 million, 23 million streams on Spotify only. The music video on YouTube is like 34 million, if not 32, 34 million. I haven't counted the audio. My name is JLSA. I'm a proudly South African. I love making music. The sad part is that I don't get paid for it.
From self. Not even a cent. Guys, I'm gonna lutho nami. Siyafana sino JL. Siyafana nkosi yami ukuthi nje mhlambe yena ngoba uyakwazi ukuyikhulumela mina nje umuntu ongakuthanda ukukhuluma. I'm sure this is the first and the last video of me talking about this, but angaze ngithole nami imali. So nkosi yami cela ningasangithukise kwani. Yo, hayi umangithi ngapha. Hayi ngangithuki angazi lutho nami. Asikaze sithole angiyazi. It's been 2 years and I've never, not even a cent. So yeah, kaze ngithole lutho bazalwane. Too short to yeah. Why hey. Angazi lutho nami. Ngicela ukuthi nimthole lo muntu mhlambe bese nothuka yena. Leyo kuthuka mina yini yangithusa manje. South Africa.
Yep, guys, that was JLSA and Lady Ama seconding him that they didn't get any royalties from the song Hamba Juba, guys. So JLSA says that he started the song from scratch, he produced the song from scratch, whereas Mafitutu denies all of that, guys. Here's Fiso responding to JLSA and Lady Ama, guys. Fiso says that he started the song and the person who changed the way the song sounds is Omid, guys, and he even also called Omid, guys, and he also shared the money that he sent to Ambitious Records, guys. Here's Fiso, guys, trying to clean his name, guys.
The beat that is out is not 100% produced by JL.
Okay, but just you writing?
Yeah,
the rough.
I wrote the song like that. I went to fetch Sisi, put Sisi in studio. I'm the first guy to put Sisi on piano. Sisi was a retired artist. She was just happy being a house rich wife, right? And I convinced Sisi to come to studio. She didn't even drive to my studio for 3 days. I was fetching Sisi because she wasn't understanding what I was trying to do. She didn't like piano. She didn't know anyone in piano. She didn't give a fuck about it, basically. But Donald and I always have faith in Sisi. But that comes with stories, chassis. So, JL produced the beat. I get Sisi record. I write the whole song in studio. The videos are there. If you go to JL's page, you will find videos where I'm writing the song. Right? Even his lyrics, including harmonies. I designed the harmonies because my harmonies are different compared to what they do when they do their own songs. So when I write a song and a melody, I already have an idea how I want it to sound with the harmony, like the
backing vocals,
all those things.
Yeah.
So I forced it to Sisi to post it. She didn't want it. I forced her to post. I shot a video of her singing it, and I forced her to post in her page. And she didn't want it. We forced Sisi. And she posted it, and then she switched off her phone. She said, right? She switched off her phone. We continued working on other stuff.
Sure.
Right. When she switched off the phone 3 hours late, the song was trending on TikTok. And people are saying, Eddie Murumba Pitch.
Okay.
And when I saw it, I was like, hey, bro, we got something here. They want Murumba Pitch. Let's get Murumba Pitch. Let's be professional about it so that it's part of the content. You DM Murumba Pitch. But Murumba Pitch is my friend.
You could have just...
Right? She didn't even know who Murumba Pitch was. She's like, Ubani Murumba Pitch. Right? Like, DM this bro so that it's part of the content. We're also going to post that you DM'd him. You asked him for a collaboration instead of me just call him and say, bra, the verse. And the pressure was also coming from TikTok to May1 to like, hey, let me just do the verse. You get what I'm saying? We set up a session with Maywan. We take the same project, still JL's beat, right?
Sure.
I take an MP3 with CC vocals with space. We go to Murumba pitch. We record the song. We record this verse. Me and Murumba helped structure Maywan the verse because I knew what I wanted. I wanted it to be commercial. And Maywan at the time was just that guy who was just putting an voice into and putting kitchen guy, right? So I structured it and I cut his verse. I have another part of the verse that I cut because I wanted it to be repeated and commercial and simple. So I basically masterminded the whole song. I ended the whole song and I wrote it.
What are you taking out now?
I'm taking the proof of payment to Ambitious.
To Khosi.
To Ambitious.
Entertainment.
Hey, get on. Hey.
Okay, you have 2 pops here, Mas. Read it with dates and amounts.
Shit. And a month?
Yeah.
Oh, Maralaja.
Oh, I get it out. I get a situation she didn't get money.
Okay, this is a proof of payment from FNB, right? So it says paid 264,030 rand 20 cents. Now,
200 and what?
264,030 rand and 20 cents.
Okay.
Nah, to Ambitious Group, nah, and then the reference says Hamba Juba royalties. And then
Which date is that?
This was the 2nd of August 2024.
Last year.
Yeah, that's the first proof of payment.
The second proof of payment.
The second proof of payment is also from FNB. It says you've paid successfully. Paid 40,000 rands to Ambitious Group. The reference also says Hamba Juba royalties.
Omid,
Hey, sir.
ugrand.
Non-recruitment rights.
Sharp. Ungadulele nje boy.
Ngilala, ngiyaclean lawa.
Oh, okay. Lalela mfethu. Ihamba Juba ma uyithola wena uzoyimix uyimaster uyenze arrangement. Beyisounda ngale ndlela ephume ngayo. Eh? So what would you say you done for that beat, bruh? To sound like it sounds now compared to the beat that I sent you.
Okay, so what I did, calling the arrangement, then I changed my drums, my chord. So we are really on my chord, but more like in the wrong key. So not direct, a proper.
I said that right. So you are. So you would say you deserve part of production if we wanted to be fair.
Yeah, we can say that.
Omid changed the song completely to what it sounds today, but we paid him for that
Okay.
and mix and mastering.
So you paid?
Omid.
Yeah.
So JL did not produce the beat alone. And now that he started this thing, I wanna put Omid on the split sheet now. He did probably 60% of the job for the song to sound the way it sounds now. But he said he produced alone. That's a lie. Wait, I don't know if he got the royalties. But he's focusing on me, which is fine. I'm willing to pay Sony, bro. Whenever the money is released, I'm willing to pay Sony so Sony can pay you. I'm willing.
Okay, so we're saying that they can come for rights of reply, right?
Well, they're welcome as long as we have a lie detector machine.
Okay, so,
And if we don't,
so
then
who,
Then no.
so
They
according
must answer me. They must continue there by their platform.
So according
if they
to-
don't want to take a lie detector,
shit.
I'm willing to pay for it. Coach said I'll pay for it.
Own production, yeah.
okay,
I never got the same.
Coach said I'll pay for the lie detector machine myself. That's how much you know someone's character.
Something million.
Coach said I'll pay for it. So come here. Lie detector machine. Outside Nyaga, don't come here on my show. If you want to sit here, my condition is lie detector machine, period. Because it's going to be a back and forth.
is the lie detector going to be done in
All
both?
of us.
Okay.
I'll do it.
so what are we looking for? Whether CC
Number
might
one,
move the song
Sisi, did you write the song or not?
okay. And then for JL?
For JL, did you sign a contract or not? Did you bridge it or not? Because he's saying he didn't sign a contract.
Okay, here's the thing. I feel like now this thing is just between you and CC. Well, JL, the contract is there. There's a copy of it.
But he's speaking it.
No, but you can just bring it out, man. Come on,
Right.
that's simple.
Right.
Do you understand? There's chats already.
Okay.
What's
JL made the song in my studio, right? in my studio. I Ubered him to my studio. He was staying in my weekends. He would come because he was still attending class, and he's very good with school. Like, he loved school at the time. I don't know now. So we made sure that he doesn't miss class, right? So Makuvali school on Friday, I was Ubering him to me, and he would stay in the house with other artists for that weekend and work. Made that beat and many more beats. However, that beat, Hamba Juba, right? He did a skeleton. He did a good beat, right? But it was a beat mutai rakapilo. Like, there was no professionalism on the beat. I don't know, make sense.
Like you rushed it.
No, kapilo, like yeah, we saying inhliziyo. Akuna knowledge on how to make a hit song.
Okay.
Am I making sense? It wasn't a good beat to drop like that.
Oh,
right?
That's rough.
Yeah, it was, yes. And then we recorded Sisi. Oh, I went and fetched Sisi. Okay, when I tell Sisi's story, I'll tell Sisi's story.
Yep, guys, that was Fiso responding to JLSA, guys, that he made the song from scratch. Yes, JL made the beat, but it was not matured enough. That's what he was trying to say, guys. So I don't know what's your take on this one. You can leave your comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell icon in order to be the first person to know whenever I drop a new video here on this channel. Once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.